Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Nourish by Claudia. Welcome back to this channel. I appreciate all of you coming back every single week, hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button because it allows me to be in this channel and it allows me to share these free resources that may resonate with you. And that I've helped so many women over the past almost a decade. Today, I want to share something personal with you because I know many of us have been through the same feelings. And I know that many of you are going to resonate with the story that I'm about to share with you. It happened to me many moons ago. I cannot recall, but possibly it was more than 12 years ago. But it was one of those days when everything seems to be okay. Woke up in the morning, the sun was shining, I was on holidays, everything was going pretty much okay. Yes, I didn't have my period. Yes, I wanted to have a baby, but in the big scheme of things, I had a roof over my head. I had the most loving partner. I was on vacations with my family. And once again, it was summertime and I was just ready to go to the beach. Until, until, because there is always a but in these stories, I logged into Instagram and I saw her. And you know who I mean. That person, that influencer, and maybe for you is a best friend, or maybe for you is a colleague of yours. To me, it was this woman that I had followed for many months, that it was really my go-to person. And that person was always on my feed, was always sharing her journey. And this time it was different. She was announcing her pregnancy, glowing, cradling her baby bump with a perfect caption. Beautiful background, incredible woman, perfect story, perfect baby bump. And it hit me. I found out that she was pregnant and I cried. And just to make the matter worse, I sent this message to my best friend that she was living in Barcelona at that time. And she came back to me and said, I was just waiting for the perfect moment, but I have just realized that the perfect moment will never be perfect enough. And I know that we have been going through this journey together for quite a long time, but I'm pregnant and I trust that this is going to happen to you as well. And after that message, I cried even more. And it's crazy how a simple post sent me in a spiral and I felt all this wave of emotions. There was frustration, there was sadness, there was jealousy, so much jealousy. It was just burning my insides. And especially when you're struggling with hypothalamic amenorrhea and missing periods and infertility, I've seen so many medical doctors, you have taken so many supplements, you have been really going through this journey and put all your effort into it. And you have been trying so hard to get your period back. Let's be honest, it feels like a punch in the gut. Seeing someone else getting pregnant, especially someone that you don't know, someone that you trust, someone that you admired, is just a punch in the gut. And you start asking yourself the questions, why not me? Why them? Why can't I have the same? What have I done that is so bad that I'm not getting the thing that I want? So why am I sharing this? Just because I know that there is someone out there listening to these people and just listening to my words and nodding the head and thinking, yes, this is me. My colleague has just announced her pregnancy. My sister just got pregnant. My best friend, she's always complaining about her babies. Someone down at the supermarket who was buying pads, and I've been struggling with hypothalamic amenorrhea for 2, 3, 10, 20 years, and I don't think that I will be able to get my period back. And trust me when I say that I've been there, stuck in a cycle of over-exercising, rigid habits around food, and the pressure to control my body. And I was so deep in it that the idea of pregnancy felt like a distant dream. I wanted to make it my reality, but it felt so far away from something that I could actually achieve. And seeing someone else live out that dream while I was still battling unhealthy patterns triggered something profound. It reminded me how much I wanted a baby and how out of reach it felt without my period. So today I'm just here to discuss the roller coasters of emotions that comes with wanting a baby when your body isn't cooperating, or maybe when we are in denial, we are not really listening to our body signals, or when we are procrastinating and we know what we need to be doing, but we keep on saying, maybe next month, maybe in a couple of months, when I don't have the exams that needs to be done, when I don't have the mortgage to pay, or when I'm not gonna be living with my parents, or I'm not gonna be living with my sister. There is always something happening. And it's completely normal to feel hope than despair and to compare yourself to other, especially when social media shows you everyone's highlight reels, right? You see people's best moments and forget that everyone's journey is different. And if you are going through HA recovery, I want you to know that your journey is valid. It's okay that it's taking time. And just because it's hard, it doesn't mean that you're failing. I'm going to say it one more time. Just because it's hard, it doesn't mean that you're failing. And everyone's body works on its timeline. So I just want to share a story of this wonderful woman that she decided to join the Period Comeback Protocol and work with me only a couple of months ago. She is currently 39 years of age, and she has realized that having one baby wasn't enough for her, and she desperately wanted a second one. So what she did, I was going to see her medical practitioner, her doctor, and she was told that it was too late for her, that it was going to be impossible for her body to have a period, let alone get pregnant. We have been working together for less than 2 months, and we are trying very hard right now to understand when ovulation is happening so that she can try to have a baby, because she has already got one period under her belt after decades of not having periods, and after being told by a medical practitioner that nothing was going to work for her, that it was better for her to put her dreams on hold or just to pack them away completely. She managed to get her first period back within a month and a half of working together, and now we're working very hard to detect ovulation. Okay, so why am I sharing this with you? And you can also look at all the other women that have joined the Period Comeback Protocol. Sophie, Eliza, JC, all of them in less than 4 months, they got the period, and some of them also got pregnant. So one thing that I really would like to underline is that it's important to focus on your recovery alone. Whether that means letting go over exercising, healing your relationship with food, or embracing rest and nourishment is not easy. And I know that there are days when you will cry, but that's okay, because you're not alone in this. And if you have been on the fence for a while and you really would like to get some support and a customized protocol to get you from A to Z, just make sure to book a free call so that we can have a chat and you can understand if the Period Comeback Protocol is actually the right place for you to invest your energy and time. There is also another story that I would like to share with you, and it's the one of Dinka. Dinka didn't have her period for 20 years, and now she's at period number 3. And how did she manage to do that? When she decided to focus on her own recovery, her recovery alone, not no one else's. Because ultimately, for some people, it's going to be really important to decrease their exercise output. For other people, it's more about the nourishment, what's coming in, and instead of going out. For others, it's about rectifying nutritional deficiencies. So really working on healing and sealing and supporting the gut, making sure that the nervous system is regulated. For other people, is not feeling lonely, is feeling supported, is being held by a group of professionals and like-minded women that know exactly what you're talking about. Plus, all of you come from a different background. I've just finished a beautiful message, a beautiful consult with Sarah. Sarah, she's coming from a place of veganism, and she's never given up training while working on their period recovery journey. And she just managed to get her period back within a couple of months' time. Was that easy for her? Absolutely not. She cried and she screamed and she kicked for the whole 2 months. But we got to this place. And she told me, I would have given up if it wasn't for you. I would have given up more than a month and a half ago. if you didn't tell me that this was possible. Same thing at the first woman that I spoke about, Rachel. She told me, if you didn't tell me that this was going to be a possibility for me, I wouldn't even have tried. And that's sometimes what we need, right? Just to focus on our own recovery journey instead of listening to all the noise that is coming from the outside. Also, triggers will come, comparison will happen, but you have the power to pick yourself back up and keep moving forward. You have support, whether it's through our community, our coaching sessions, or just knowing that others understand what you're going through. I normally say stay in your yoga mat. When you focus your attention on your own recovery journey, on your own life, and when you practice gratitude and you come back to yourself, when you come back to the very important affirmations, triggers will come, but you will also be able to deflect them, to let them go. Anyway, this is not a video where I'm going to share 10 tips to get your period back or 5 tips to support your body image. This is just a place to share my story and to share the stories of other women that I've known, that I've been honored to help. And if this resonates with you, I would love to hear your story. Let's break the silence around these emotions and support one another in this recovery journey. You are enough. Your story isn't over. You are enough and your story isn't over. And I don't want to spoil the endings, but I was that person that wanted to have a baby, was deemed as infertile, and was suffering from frustration, jealousy, sadness, and anger when all the other people were getting pregnant, except for me. And now I have 2 kiddos. They're going to school. So if it did happen to me, it can absolutely happen to you. Was the journey easy? Absolutely no. I struggled. I struggled on every single day for many, many, many days. But was it rewarding? Absolutely yes. It changed not only my body in the most beautiful way, but it also changed my personality, my approach to living life. And now more than ever, I do understand what gratitude is, and I do understand what love is. Love for others, but also love for myself. So with all my love and my strength and support, I send you the healing vibes. And if you feel called to book that session with me and to really find out how you can get your dreams come true, then you know exactly what to do. Click the button below. Bye for now. Thank you for listening, and I see you next time.